Welcome to your weekly CSGO market news. Let's take a look at our today's headlines. On January 25th, we finally got a small CSGO update. The CSGO skins market in general has seen a big uptrend in the last few months in terms of prices. The Chinese New Year has happened on January 22nd, and now a little over a week later, we get to see the impact that it has had, if it had any at all, and we get to analyze and look at it. The Rio shop items have broken all expectations in terms of how long they're going to be available. And last but not least, the stickers and sticker capsules from the last 3 tournaments have seen insane growths. I've recently already covered the Stockholm and the Antwerp ones, which you can see in that video right there, but in this video specifically we get to take a look at the Rio stickers, considering that there is so much uncertainty surrounding them, and we get to analyze and make some prediction based on what we can see. But before we get into all that, I want to present you a new sponsor for my channel, Skinflow.gg, which is an instant cash out website for your CSGO skins. I decided to collaborate with them in the first place because they actually offer a pretty fair amount from what I've seen, at least comparing to all the other instant cash out websites that I have seen before. As well as the fact that the person that contacted me about this sponsorship is someone that I've done quite a bit of business with, so I decided to give it a try. Plus, if you use my referral code, which you can apply in your profile page, you get a bonus 2% when you sell your skins. If you do decide to give it a try, then please let me know how it went, but now let's get back to the headlines of this video. First thing first is this small CSGO update. I know it's not that significant, but I decided to cover it anyway, just to showcase the fact that they didn't actually add anything significant at all. But regardless of that, this update has got a lot of people thinking, specifically because of this line right here. A winter storm has hit Ember, expect delays. In case you didn't know, Ember is a danger zone map. And yeah, sure, this would mean that they modified the weather on the map, but the fact that they are talking about expect delays has gotten a lot of people thinking that maybe they're hinting that a big update might be coming, and that's their message, that expect delays. And the fact that they released this tiny update got people thinking that a bigger update might be a ways longer away from here. And the second headline is about the fact that the CSGO market, the entire market, has been seeing an uptrend in the last month or so, and there's a few ways we can check that. I selected 3 items which I think are going to showcase the uptrend of the market in general, because they're kind of unique, different. This case is still droppable, this case is rare, and the AK Redline is one of the most representing guns in CSGO because it pretty much shows where the market is going overall. And looking at all 3 of these, we can notice something like a 10-20% increase for each of these things. Breakout was 360, now it's around 418. That's also a 20% increase. And when you look at the red line, that's around 1350, it's around 15 euro. Also almost a 20% increase. This fact doesn't really mean anything, it just showcases that the market has been steadily growing for the last month or so, and we can pretty much say that any investment that you would have made a month ago is probably profitable now. We can also tell that CSGO has been doing pretty well as a game overall, considering that the player numbers have been peaking at 1,200,000 simultaneous players during 2 PM on January 29th. Before that, one day was 1,150,000, so game is doing pretty good overall. If you look at the older chart, you can see that it is almost overtaking the numbers that it had during the big sickness. And yeah, I think overall CSGO is quite in a really healthy situation, because yeah, when you have a large growth in players, CSGO skins also tend to go up in price. But since we're looking for what could have caused this kind of growth, our third headline of today may come in handy, about the fact that the Chinese New Year happened on January 22nd, and as we have seen previous year, when the Chinese New Year happens, a lot of Chinese kids, students or so on get money gifts, and they usually spend it on CSGO, it seems. And I think that gives us a little bit of clarity on these unexplainable facts, like for example, why are some of these newer cases going up in price so much? It's just that lots of people, lots of money coming into CSGO, making everything go up in price overall. It doesn't mean that it's gonna last forever, but it also doesn't mean that it's going to necessarily have a crash, because at least from what I've seen so far, it rarely happens that the CSGO market entirely crashes after a period of growth just because it grew too much. It happened once in 2020, if I recall, but usually it just stalls. The prices just don't go up, don't go down for a long time as player numbers go down again. So yeah, I think that in the worst case scenario, we could experience stagnation for a few months, but other than that, we could get an operation, we could get something even bigger as an update, and that would just cause lots of new interest and lots of more traction for CSGO and skins in general. The fourth headline, and in my opinion the most ridiculous one, is that we still have the Rio 2022 major shop available. Yes, you can still buy packages, souvenir ones. I just don't have the pass activated, so technically I can't buy them in game, but you can still buy them if you have the pass activated. And of course you also have the capsules available. Nobody really expected these stickers to perform that well, considering that they were not as preferred in the community as the Stockholm and Antwerp stickers. This one in particular, Furia Glitter, it was about 50 cents before the discount, right? And then it just dropped and it kept going at 16 cents. But then you see something like Ooh Nation Glitter, and you see that before the discount it was around 170, right? Then it dropped to 60 cents and now it's back to almost 2 euros, 170. But that is not even the most interesting thing when you look at things like Vinny Gold, which before the sale was actually worth less than it is currently going for. It's kind of really hard to say whether these stickers or the capsules where they come from are going to be good investments at all, because we can still see the quantities for these capsules float under 15k for most of them. Only 3 of them, like the main sticker capsules, actually go above 20 and 30k. When you compare it to the Antwerp capsule quantities, you actually might notice that the Rio ones are much more limited. Even though there are 55,000 Antwerp Legends, they cost 50 cents, and the Rio ones barely scratch 25 cents. Overall, there are lots of positive indicators that the Rio capsules are not that bad. The only good argument against them, I would say, is the fact that they've been on discount for such a long time, so people probably stocked up on them and put them in secret containers and stuff like that. They had more time to do that, and the fact that we don't even know when they're gonna be discontinued. So yeah, it's a little bit of a mystery still. No one can ever guarantee that your investment is gonna do well, right? Even the Antwerp capsules didn't really perform well at first, right? Some of them even went to 16 cents after the sale ended, right? After they got discontinued, they even went lower than during the sale. And if you really want arguments in their favor, well, I could say that the quantity is really low. Secondly, the designs aren't even that bad, right? The community has kind of grown to kind of like these designs so far, and you can kind of tell that by the price increases of these signature golds, because yeah, they're quite popular. I mean, if you really want to go into it and compare the Rio stickers to, like, let's say Berlin stickers, and compare those backgrounds, you're gonna notice that there is a lot of difference, and the new ones actually are much better than the old background stickers. So yeah, will I be investing into these capsules? I will actually not, because I don't really like investing that much. I prefer trading, flipping, and so on, so I will keep doing that. However, what I am investing into is the Rio 2022 Dust 2 souvenir packages. I'm going to make a whole separate video about those, so if you don't want to miss that out, you're gonna have to subscribe, click on the bell thing, and maybe leave a like on this video. You don't really have to do that, but I'll appreciate it. So yeah, that is all I had prepared for you today. If you're gonna go check out skinflow.gg, then make sure to use my referral code in your profile page, because otherwise you're not gonna get the 2% extra value to your skins. I really hope that this video was useful for you, and perhaps I will see you in another one. Alright, see you later, bye bye.